Hey, Mickey, interesting events transpiring last week. Most notable for me was Fed Chair Janet Yellen indicating that there might not be a rate increase coming later this year. What did you make of that?
Yeah, that was surprising news to the market that Janet Yellen did say that she felt that we could be close to a interest rate neutral where they don't need to raise rates anymore. And the market loved it, which is when we saw the market really take off later in the week, which was music to the market's ears, because if you want to get yield for your money, you need to go to these stocks that pay a higher dividend since you can't get it from bonds, which then will make the stock market continue to increase in value. So it was great news for the market.
Another interesting factor leading to the market was the start of earnings season, wasn't it? How did that impact stock prices the last couple of weeks?
It was interesting. We had banks report earnings, and all of them did really well, the big banks. But with the interest rates not increasing, they've all kind of reported that their earnings will probably take a dip because obviously higher interest rates for banks means higher earnings. So that is kind of a dilemma for the banks, but the market is still pricing in better earnings across the board for all sectors based on a stronger economy. So we're expecting to see good earnings across the board. Now, again, we get into the buy the rumor, sell the news. Since the market is pricing in a much stronger earnings season, we run the risk of not meeting expectations and having the market priced too high.
Well, for now, we'll just think good thoughts. But I would be curious also, in addition to maybe not necessarily meeting earnings expectations, one of the impacts I would think would have on deflating stock prices would be the continued lack of momentum in Congress. They can't seem to pass anything. They can't even seem to agree on anything. Yet the market seems to be rising on this uncertainty. That seems to be counter to me. But what did you make of it?
Yeah, you would think so. But the market historically doesn't mind uncertainty, especially when it comes to politics. As they say, it likes to climb the wall of worry. And you'll get some days when news comes out where there's bad uncertainty, the market will take a hit, and then it turns right around and goes back up. So we've seen over and over that the market doesn't mind political uncertainty, especially here in the US, and it continues to go up because usually good things come from this uncertainty, which benefits the market. Now, saying all that, once we get all this out of the way, hopefully it will be good and it will lead to a continued upside move in the market. But again, I hate, being that person that says this market's too high, it's too strong. We've seen an incredible market rally since the downturn of 2007, 2008. And at some point, this market needs to take a breather. We're still holding strong. We're still not changing our outlook in a sense for our clients. We've just taken a little more, like we did a couple weeks ago, where we told our super aggressive clients to dial down a little bit. But at some point, this market's due for a pullback. And at some point, we're probably due for a correction. But who knows when? Maybe it'll be when this uncertainty unfolds and we get some direction from the politicians. And if that's the case, it could be 10 years from now. So who knows?
So I guess the watchword is there will be a market correction, but just don't try to time when that's going to be, right?
Correct. I mean, if you try to time the market, you're going to drive yourself crazy, for one. And two, you're going to be wrong. And three, I've had clients that say, well, I'm just going to sit and wait for a correction. Well, if the market runs up 20% and then has a 10% correction, you've already lost money. You're going to be buying much higher than we are here. So why wait? Buy a little here and then just don't worry about it. We've got a good economy, good fundamentals. You got to put your money to work.
Well, that's great, Mickey, and I know you're working hard this summer for your clients, and I know you're always looking to help others. I know folks like Jen and John know how to get a hold of you, but for others, how would they be able to reach out to you?
They can always email me directly, Mickey, Mickey, at Envestim, Envestim.com. Follow us on Facebook at our Envestim page, and follow us on Twitter at Envestim1.
Stay cool this weekend, will you? We'll talk next week. Thanks for your time.
Thank you, David. You do the same.